you've all survived another difficult vote. But before we send you back to camp, we're gonna do another one. We're having another immunity challenge right here at Tribal Council. Another player will immediately be voted out of the game. Here's how this next challenge works. Each of you is gonna be blindfolded.
Oh God.
When we start the timer, we're gonna be counting down to 5 minutes. Your goal is simple. Be the person to drop out of the challenge closest to the 5-minute mark. When you raise your hand, you can take the blindfold off. That's the time we're clocking you in at. The player who drops out closest to 5 minutes without going over wins. 3, 2, 1, go. We're not going to tell you when people drop. You might hear footsteps. That could be camera crew. That could be players. All right, we hit the 5-minute mark. Only one person dropped before we hit 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
Karina, come on down. Once again, individual immunity. Guaranteed 1 in 7 shot at winning this game.
7 Karina.
All right, for the rest of you, everybody take a seat back up on the bench. We're gonna get back to Tribal Council. I'm good. A lot of chatter so far. Does anybody have anything they want to say to the group? And Eric is out of his seat, doing what has become routine at Tribal Council, looking for an idol that may or may not exist.
Where? I looked.
It exists.
I looked.
Eric pulls something out of the woods. That's an immunity idol, Eric?
Oh, he found it. Yeah.
You want to know what happened? A tree fell on it. That's what happened, if anyone's curious back home.
Was it real?
Yeah, that tree I moved last time, right under that. That wasn't there when I urinated and then placed my idol on the ground.
All right, so Karina's safe. Karina has immunity. Eric is now wearing an immunity idol, not yet played. Eric is still able to be voted for. A lot of whispering, the 5 on the end.
We're killing it.
All right, I think it's time we call it. Karina, you have individual immunity unless you want to give it up.
No.
All right, cannot vote for Karina. Everybody else is fair game. Karina, you're up first.
Don't whisper the goose. Oh, I'm doing.
All right, the votes have been tallied. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Ooh. Ooh. So tricky, Dylan. So tricky. Why wouldn't you tell me who you're gonna vote for, Karina?
I don't know.
Let's live a little, you know? Let's just have fun.
All right, Eric, not playing the immunity item. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Read the votes.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
First vote, Eric.
That's fine. That's probably Karina.
It wasn't.
Julia. Colin. Gabby. It's 1 vote Eric, 1 vote Julia, 1 vote Colin, 1 vote Gabby, 4 votes left.
Oh my god.
Good grief.
Julia. Eric. 2 votes Eric, 2 votes Julia, 1 vote Colin, 1 vote Gabby. Eric. 3 votes Eric, 2 votes Julia, 1 vote Colin, 1 vote Gabby, 1 vote left.
I think this is fine.
Ninth person voted out and the 3rd member of our jury.
Good game, Eric. Good game.
That was fun. Good luck to everybody. Eric,
Souvenir, baby.
souvenir. The tribe has spoken.
Oh, man.
It's time for you to go.
Thanks, Dylan. The Wicked Witch is dead. In that tribal, I took a gamble. Was it a smart gamble? Maybe not. I was such a target, man. I was such an obvious target. I truly felt like I needed this idol. And I was gambling that there wasn't enough time for the other group to come together. And I lost that gamble. There's one person who I am obviously rooting for the rest of the way. That's Karina, baby. I've been your fan since minute 1. Go take it all the way. To quote a great Survivor villain, it was a pleasure having me. Hey.
With an idol in paw. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
All right. Half of the players that we started with are gone. We're down to our final 7.
Wow.
You guys can get your stuff. Head up for lunch. We'll see you soon for your next challenge.
What a game, folks. What a game.
Sort of sad to see him go and that he seemed to be the kind of chaos that I needed, but also kind of messed up a lot of what I was trying to work on and really threw a wrench into most things, which is so stressful to play with. So it doesn't feel great to be the underdog, but lone wolfing could work. I'm not gonna give up. We'll see how everything goes.
All right. You all ready to get to your next immunity challenge? First things first, Karina, gotta take it back. Once again, immunity, back up for grabs. For this next challenge, each of you is gonna be given a bean bag. Your goal is simple. Throw the bean bag into any of the 3 targets out in the field. Closest target's worth 1 point, middle target's worth 3 points, farthest target is worth 5. We're gonna go through the rotation once, and then you'll get a second try. That's it. 2 rounds. You get 2 tries to win this challenge. Big stakes. The winner has a guaranteed 1 in 6 shot at winning this game. So all right, we'll draw for spots and we'll get started.
Love it.
All right. First up is Julia.
Let's see. Oh, mother.
So Miss Colin. Colin, you ever play cornhole?
I've played before, but this is a little bit different on the hill. Bounce it.
Almost missed the hole. Julia back up, looking to get on the board. Shot at a beauty.
Oh, shit.
A little short for Gabby. All comes down to Drew. Drew can tie it up with 3. We go to a tiebreaker. Drew can make it into 5-point move. Drew wins immunity. Nothing for Drew. Yes! Jeff, coming up.
Congratulations. I have to decapitate you.
Jeff, guaranteed 1 in 6 shot winning this game. As for the rest of you, nothing but a visit with me at Tribal Council, where one of you will be the 10th person voted out of this game and the 4th member of our jury. Send you back to camp to strategize for a little bit. We'll see you in Tribal soon. Good luck.
Thank you.
I finally won, so it feels amazing. Not as physical as I needed to get, but I have this around my neck and it feels great. Kind of wish this happened after the next vote, since this one's very straightforward, but I guess it's good that I got it, not Karina, who are voting out tonight. I'm glad I'm building up my resume here, so it's more to talk about at Final Tribal.
So that was pretty crazy. Honestly, in terms of building a resume for a win, that's my first real big move of the game, was to get Eric out, because we were discussing, all right, do we vote Julia? I mean, Eric's wearing the idol on his chest. You know, I whispered, I don't think he's playing it. I don't think he's playing it. I was convincing everyone on our team. Him getting out with an idol in hand and calling that shot is my first major move in terms of going ahead, winning this game. We have had a very, very solid group of 5 voting block. One option is obviously go forward with them, and then we duke it out to the end with the 5 of us. You know, another option is people are going to realize they're on the bottom of the 5, maybe not have the best chance to win. They're going to try and make a big move. This is going to be the first time where we may see some cracks in the 5. Like, are you close with it, Gabby or Sarah or Drew, particularly?
No, I'm not
kind of the same way.
And I asked you who should talk to most in camp, and how it's true. Who do you prefer?
I feel like me and Drew have talked a lot.
I'm a little, I think Drew has pretty good connections with Julia, which is just one concern. But I may say, hey, next vote, maybe it's Drew, Julia, us 2, and we vote either Sarah or Gabby out. I'm going to try and keep it strong just because I think that's in my best interests. But I see this being the one where people might realize, hey, I have to win this on my own.
How's it feel?
Yeah, you're immune.
Is it straightforward for you now? Do you just get to sit and relax, or is it still?
I mean, I think generally it's more relaxing to have the thing around your neck.
I needed to win that. I think my only play now, because I'm not going to give up, is even though I voted Gabby, I'm going to say I voted Eric, so that way I can maybe make them recount their numbers and sow some distrust between all of them. I am so confused of who voted for who.
And which of the last two?
Of the most recent one, to get Eric out. Because I voted for Eric. So like, 2 other people voted for Eric. But that's still like a lot of people who didn't. I don't know the theory behind not voting for Eric. It's kind of my last chance, trying to maybe get Sarah to work with me. She's strategic in a sense that I think she'll want to make a play and if she wants to get majority, but if she sees me as a, I don't know. I feel like my best shot might be Sarah. Do you feel good about like the next tribal council, or like, is it like, it's nearer than farther, or?
For me personally?
Yeah. So now it doesn't feel good to have your name.
No.
No. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No.
And for what it's worth, when we voted you out, we were 3-3. And then at the end realized it would have been tied.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to tie. And at the very end,
you guys, that's what happened.
Drew and I were like, well, fuck, we're going to have to vote out Karina.
Okay, that's fair. I don't feel, because I was like, they're always like, oh, how do you feel going back in, like, seeing tribe? Like, it was one of those things where it's like, I understand, right? I understand. But I also am like, but I'm still here now.
You're still
here. I can still be of use.
Yes.
I don't want to be voted out.
And it's weird for me to say like, oh, well, it sucked that you spearheaded an effort to vote me out when I voted you out. But it did suck.
I know. I know.
And I was like, oh, did she think I spearheaded an effort to blindside her?
I think that
definitely did not.
Because that is what I then concluded after.
I thought
just
so.
makes more sense. Also, because like you could ask during the black and white challenge, so I was like, she seems pretty strategic. I guess if I have to go against the tribe, like if I need to break it down, like you were threat number 1 for me. So I was like, playing my cards from what I had to see, you were threat number 1. I see it as an asset too, where it's like I would not mind working with you if you need anything. Because I again, you said we're on the same wavelength. I still agree with that. I still loved working with you. That's why I was like, oh, I got voted out. Oh no. But I get it because it's strategy. You don't want to tie. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's at least where I'm at.
Okay.
You live your life. Okay. You let me know.
Okay.
Right?
Same.
Right.
Would you like to offer?
Hey, Jeff.
How's it going over there?
Good.
Good.
Not great. I feel pretty out. I feel like my only play is to kind of just like throw myself down, and if someone wants a vote, like, I'm here.
Yeah. Karina seems to be the one we're going after. I want Karina to go home. Then there's 6 people left. I think it'll be a final 3. I would love to take Julia, Sarah to the final 3. I don't have to worry about it. I think Julia will take me. I think Sarah will take me in a pretty good spot. So we'll see.
I'm telling him the same thing I told you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That you're willing to go.
I'm going to go wherever you guys need. So
Then I
Am
think
I allowed?
probably throwing a vote to Julia.
Julia. Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, definitely.
you let me know.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
I think, I mean,
Do you want to talk?
Yep.
After? Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Thank you.
okay. I think the plan is that we're going to go Karina, but we're going to ask her to vote for Julia, and Paul is going to vote for Julia, so that in case Karina pulls out some magical item.
Yep, we have 2 on Julia. Okay.
Which I don't want.
No, I get it. No, but I get it.
But that is the only thing that I think that makes sense right now.
Yeah. I feel bad like consistently lying to Karina.
If anything, just spell her name right. It's
Corina.
I will make sure to do that this time.
3 misspellings the first time we voted for her. We are starting to play our own games. If we want a chance, we have to let her go. It is sad, and I do feel bad about it, but also that's the game. Everyone is here to survive. Now it's more so surviving individually. Everyone's on edge. Karina can be very convincing.
All right, welcome back to Tribal Council, everybody. Drew, how do you feel like the mood has shifted at camp? There's been a lot of action, a lot has happened. Where did things start? Where are they now?
I would say they started very hectic, you know, going from a 10-person vote to now we're 7 people. Always still complicated, but there's only so many things you can start to do with these numbers. You know, if you're thinking of anything, like, who knows when the time is.
Gabby, how comfortable do you feel in the tribe at this point?
I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I am a bit nervous. My name's been in there a few times, but a lot of people that are here have reassured me that they got my back, so I'm hoping that's still the case after this tribal.
Colin, what about you? How do you feel like you're fitting in with the tribe at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I think we went into the merge, you know, pretty purple strong, which was ideal, just in terms of making it further, and I think that trend has continued so far. In terms of fitting in with the tribe, I do worry when someone is going to have to make the first move, and I very much hope that it's not, you know, making a move against me right now. So I think that's always in the back of your mind, but I'd like to think that the people I have trust in, I can continue having trust in.
Sarah, at what point do you feel like things shift from maybe, as Colin said, maybe a purple strong mindset to this is an individual game, only one of us is going to win? When does that shift happen?
Probably in the next 2 tribals.
Julie, I can't help but notice you are the last of your tribe. Do you feel like you've been integrated into this group? Do you still feel that division?
I mean, I guess it depends. I feel like I've had good one-on-ones with people. Some people I haven't, like, so it really kind of depends on who you ask, I feel like, and where people's actual gameplay is at in terms of what they're telling me.
Karina, you started in the purple tribe, but were voted out. Do you feel that purple strong mentality?
I think tribe is very interesting. I'm not gonna say, like, no, I definitely still feel all of their camaraderie. They all still seem pretty to have what's in control, but
They seem to. Not we.
not we. I'm not confident. No, as we've all said, no one's really confident. Jeff's confident. Jeff's confident, but I think I'm gonna hold with no one's confident. I'm hoping for the best.
All right. With that, I think it's time to vote. Jeff, you've got the immunity necklace unless you want to give it up.
I'll keep it, thanks.
All right. Cannot vote for Jeff. Everybody else is fair game. Colin, you're up first.
Hail Mary number 2. Sarah, I'm trusting you. I did it once and it burned me. I'm hoping it doesn't burn me a second time. Spelled it right this time.
Sorry, Karina.
All right. The votes have been tallied. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. Julia. Karina. Julia. Karina. Tied 2 votes Karina, 2 votes Julia, 3 votes left. Karina. 3 votes Karina, 2 votes Julia. 10th person voted out and the 4th member of our jury, Karina. Karina, that's 4, that's enough. Karina, once again, Travis spoken. It's time for you to go.
Not surprised. It still sucks. Like, it hurts when it happens twice, you know? At least I didn't give up fighting. I'm so happy that I battled back. You know, I wanted it. So it hurts because I wanted it, which means something. So I'm glad that I had a second chance and at least gave someone else a run for their money and made it a little bit more interesting. I had an amazing time. It was so entertaining and so much fun to just play and experience and just a once in a lifetime type of thing. So thank you so much.
Get your stuff and head back to camp. See you soon for your next challenge. Good luck. Next time on Survivor Millennium Park. With all of their targets finally voted out, there's nowhere left to hide.
I would be open to working with you. Just throwing your name.
It'd be nice to probably get rid of Drew.
What are we doing about our idol?
Colin's nervous about the idol.